beat is fire.
Beats Planet.
All right. All right. Shouts out to the essential workers at the Blue Flame and all that. Appreciate y'all. Let's see how many people we got watching this thing live. Let's see how many people we got. All that request, all that requesting y'all be doing. I need y'all to come through on this one. And if not, a lot of people gonna watch it on the playback, and that's cool too. So this could be like a long ass stream. It is what it is. So I'm not gonna be taking calls because I do this every year, and it's exhausting, right? This is a very tiresome thing to kind of give my thoughts and opinions live on 32 teams, probably 31 teams, because I've talked about Cowboys at length, but I got a whole nother set of people that like to like follow what I do or whatever. So this will mostly be a 31 team situation, but I'm gonna hold y'all down. I'm gonna hold y'all down for the most part. This is how this is going to work. First and foremost, off the rip, don't get this misunderstood. I don't care what y'all think about my grades. I don't care. I care nothing about what y'all think of my grades. Actually, let me just, because that deserved war call. So we just do that. Wait, hold on. Wait, something missing here. Do I need to turn my volume up here? Something missing. I don't like it. I gotta have my war call. Okay, so something ain't right. Let's go to system and let's go to sound. Because I'm running through the TV. That's weird. We got to run through the codec. Now, like my war call, like I said, there we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Got the war call going. So now I'll have that pulled up there. I got my chat box there if I need it. You will be there. Big Voch is there. And I have the NFL draft tracker. Now, Voch says this. This is how we're going to run this, okay? This is how we're going to run this. I have them graded already from a scale of 1 to 5. What I need y'all to do is to not lean too much into the scale or whatever, because the shit is largely based on how I feel, okay? There's no concrete thing to this. This is just how I feel. If you care nothing about how I feel, you shouldn't be here, right? But this is simply how I feel. Now, I have them ranked from a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being good, drafts that I like the most. 1 being the drafts that I can't stand. We're going to start from 1 to 5. The teams that are in the 1s, then the teams that are in the 2s, 3s, 4s, then 5s. All right? So let's start with the very first team. And this ain't an order, by the way. This is just all the 1 teams, 2, 3, 4s, and 5s. I don't have a best team. I just got my categories or whatever. So let's get started. And from time to time, I will stop and take a water break. Let's fill up on that. Let's fill. I just took my vitamins, so I just took my. There we go. And no phones today because I ain't trying to be talking for 8 hours. So it is what it is. All right. Houston Texans are in my 1 category. I hated what they did. They spent the 67th overall pick on Davis Mills. I don't think Davis Mills is that good in the first place, but I'm assuming that they brought in Davis Mills as a what if Deshaun goes bad type of plan or whatever. But I hate that because Davis Mills isn't going to be the replacement to Deshaun Watson. I just don't think he's good enough. So you might as well been like if you was running this thing properly, you would have just spent the 67th overall pick on a player that helps your team opposed to a quarterback that's not going to be very good. And then when you get picks, that's when you go and make your move or whatever. So I hated the Davis Mills pick. They traded up for Nico Collins at 89. That sucks. Brevin Jordan is cool. He's a fullback. Take him in the 5th. Who cares? Garrett Wallow, fine, whatever. I hate Roy Lopez. They are in the 1 category. That means they sucked. All right, moving on. The next team that I thought drafted horribly, which is in this 1 category. This is my... I ain't gonna show y'all. It'll be spoiling. The next team that kind of had a sucky little draft to me was like the Rams or whatever. I like Tutu Atwell, but I think taking him at 57 is kind of wild. Plus, when you got like 2 receivers and a slot guy that's kind of good already, I wasn't digging taking Tutu right there. Ernest Jones is a solid pick or whatever. I mean, it's fine. I think Bobby Brown is bad, so taking him in the 4th was whatever. Robert Rochelle's a good player. I'll give him that. But Jacob Harris, Ernest Brown, Jake Funk, ugh. The wide receiver from Notre Dame, ugh, you know what I mean? And I've never heard of Chris Garrett. If I never heard of him, that means he's probably pretty bad. If I never heard of him, that means that you took Chris Garrett over Ardarius Washington and Marvin Wilson, and I hate that. So I hate the Rams draft. And the last team in my 1 seed are the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I can kind of make an argument that the Seahawks got solid players or whatever, but no, I think they could have did better with the 3 picks that they had. I like Dwayne Eskridge as a player. I didn't like him at 56. Plus, I don't think that they needed more wide receiver help. They probably should have got somebody that was higher up on the offensive line board, but whatever. Trey Brown is cool. I think getting him in the 4th round is a solid get, but whatever. Stone Forsythe, he's a pass blocker, bad versus the run, bad in the run game, whatever. But I don't think that highly of Stone Forsythe anyway. I think that they probably could have had a lot more impact with these 3 picks that they had. So the Seattle Seahawks with their 3 picks was just horrible for me. Then we're going to get into the 2 range, right? The teams that were 2s. And this is kind of weird to me, man, because it's like some of the best drafting teams drafted kind of weird for me this year. And the teams that are normally bad, like they did really, really well this year. So that's kind of interesting. So straight up and down, the Baltimore Ravens are in the 2 seat. They're in the 2 slot, right? And, you know, you look at the guys that they got some recognizable guys, but I wouldn't have taken Bateman at 27th overall. And I definitely wouldn't have taken Jason Oweh at 31. I wouldn't have taken Oweh at all, but I don't like the Oweh pick. The Bateman pick is fine, but I just would have picked somebody else. Ben Cleveland, I think taking him at 94 was a bit high. I mean, I just think there were better guys on the board than him. The kid from Southern Methodist, from SMU, pardon me. Tylan Wallace, I think, was a really good pick. I like Tylan Wallace in the 4th more than I like Bateman at 27 value-wise or whatever. Sean Wade, as long as he's used properly, fine. I just hope that nobody tries to use him as like an outside corner or something like that. But if he's a nickel guy, then I don't hate on it, especially getting him at 160. I don't hate it. I don't hate the pick. Dalen Hayes, I actually like both the Notre Dame pass rushers. I think the Notre Dame pass rusher with the hard name, I think he was the better guy. But if we're down at 171, it's fine. Chandra Johnson wanted to send me an email just to let me know to let Kobe out. Let's just one time wait, and I got a cash cow with here somewhere. Wait. There we go. There we go. Shouts out to Cash Cow. Let's see where we left off at. The Ravens, yeah. And Ben Mason, you know, I didn't watch fullbacks this year, so whatever. But hey, man, yeah, the Ravens had a draft that I didn't think put them in the bad category. They just had they didn't have a bad draft. They just had a draft that I didn't like. The Bills got Greg Rousseau, dog. They got Greg Rousseau at 30, and the end that they had at 61 is better than Rousseau. So I like Basham at 61. I hate Rousseau at 30. Spencer Brown is a cool developmental player, but take him at 93. I don't hate it. Tommy Doyle, don't like the player. Marquez Stevenson is actually a good player. I actually like Marquez from Houston. Good big play guy, solid wide receiver, kind of 2 guy, developmental guy. We'll see what happens, kind of dude. We'll see. DeMar Hamlin, I hate. I never heard of Rashad Wild Goose. Wild Goose. Never heard of it. If I never heard of him, it probably got bad for him. And I actually like the Jack Anderson pick at 236. So that's a solid value for him. So yeah, man, the Buffalo Bills were kind of in this 2 category for me. And I had one more. Let me pull them up. The Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I had Green Bay Packers in my 2 slot. Let's take a look, see why I had them up there. Eric Stokes at 29, I don't hate. I can't stand Josh Myers at 62. That's really, really high for him. I think he came off the board before Humphrey or something like that. So I'm not fooling with Josh Myers right there. I don't mind Amari Rodgers right there. I think that's a really good pick. Royce Newman at 142. I think there were better guards on the board. Tadaro Slayton is a guy that's probably going to play a lot of one tech. They say he's 330, 320 or something, but when I'm watching film on him, he don't look that big. I would put him at 3 tech and see how it works. But we'll see there. I actually don't like the App State kid. Cole Van Lanen, that's the Wisconsin guy. Isaiah McDuffie, didn't watch him, so that means whatever. I think Kylan Hill at 256 from Mississippi State running back. I think that was a really good value for him, for them because he's a damn good running back. He probably should have been like a 2nd, 3rd round pick or something like that. He was the leading rusher in the SEC at Mississippi State, not just because he come from my neck of the woods or whatever. I just think he should have been way before 256. The only thing that kind of makes it weird is that they just paid a running back and then they got the power back from Boston College last year. Can't remember his name, so I don't know where you're gonna find snaps for Kylan Hill at. It's just kind of, I don't know, but whatever player. That's all there. Now we're moving on to the list of 3. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We got 16 teams in the list of 3 stars out of 5. So I would say that most teams had like a solid middle of the road kind of draft, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams in the 4-star category, or just 4 out of 5, and then we got 3 teams in the 5 out of 5 category. We'll cross that road whenever we get there. I know I got a lot of Cowboy fans watching right now. Do y'all need me to break down the Cowboys picks? Because I kind of been doing that on all my other streams. AJ Dillon, thank you. I kind of been doing that on all my other streams. Y'all need me to break down the Cowboys super heavy like this? Y'all let me know. I'll be looking at the chat box there. So let's start with my 3 out of 5 teams, right? Arizona Cardinals. First up, I really like the Zaven Collins pick. I like Zaven Collins in general. I think 16th overall is a pretty good spot for him. He's big enough to where he can play on the edge, and he can kind of do some linebacker stuff. It's interesting because in 2 years, the Cardinals got really big at linebacker. They got big and fast at linebacker. So that kind of works. Says, we good. Yes, sir, we good. And I figured that because I've been breaking down the Cowboys at length, and I'm still breaking down. I'm going to break the Cowboys down even when I'm done with this. So y'all don't need me to break down the Cowboys anymore. We'll be, And then Brandon has a point to be a full-blown completionist. I may break down the Cowboys. Rondale Moore. Love Rondale Moore as a player. Getting him at 49th. Works for me, man. Works for me. Fantastic value. And, he's probably going to come in and take, like, Christian Kirk job or something. And then, like, what's my man's, like, when I'm doing the draft class, I can barely remember the one before and the one before that. But they had the wide receiver that was fast that everybody kind of wanted, but I was like, yeah, whatever. So them dudes can go because you got some good old Rondale Moore there. I just hope Rondale Moore stays healthy. Marco Wilson, that's Quincy's brother, played at Florida, cornerback. I wouldn't have taken him at 136. I mean, I understand it's a 4th round, it's 136, but yeah, whatever. Both the Duke kids make me sick. Tay Gowan made me sick. James Wiggins made me sick. Michael Manet is actually solid, but it is what it is. So, and you could just tell how much more I like guys draft the more I'm going down. Like I hated everybody's draft in the first first category. In the 2 out of 5, I like some picks or whatever, but I hated the others. 3rd round, I like 3 out of 5s. I like a lot more picks from those guys than everybody else. So that's just that. Let's go to, and I understand it's going to be this is going to be hard to find for the the people that's coming through just to kind of check thumbnails and see if we can hey Voch, where did you rank the Bengals? I know it's going to be hard to categorize for them, but they should just watch the whole stream anyway because they got love and respect for Voch. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Cincinnati Bengals are my next 3 out of 3 team. I like the Jamar Chase pick. I would have gone offensive line there, but it is what it is. And then you see how they feel about offensive line because they wanted to go get Jackson Carman at 46. Now let me do this. Let me go to picks and let me go to 2nd round. Jackson Carman. Let's see. Let's just kind of break this down a little bit. Jackson Carman was 46. So what wide receiver? So Rondale Moore was on the board. Dwayne Eskridge got taken too, so I'm not taking him. Terrace Marshall was on the board. Let's see. Third round wide receiver. Who else went? That maybe fell a little bit. Palmer, De'Ami Brown, Amari Rodgers. So it was some guys, man. What I would have done is I would have gone Penei Sewell and Terrace Marshall. But they ended up with Jamar Chase and Jackson Carman. I think Jackson Carman is terrible, but whatever. Let's go to who I said Cincinnati Bengals. All right, cool. Jackson Carman is terrible. I like Cam Sample. Pardon me, I skipped over Joseph Osai. Joseph Osai I like at 69. I think that's some good value for 69. I think some teams were looking at him as a 2nd round guy. But I can take Joseph Osai at 69. He's going to take some coaching or whatever, but it is what it is. And I also like Cam Sample. They got 2 edge guys that I like a little bit. Sample in the 4th round, sure, I'll take it. They got Tyler Shelvin, which I really like a lot. I think taking him at 122 was a bit early, but they may have just wanted to go ahead and get him out of the way before everybody else got to him. So I don't hate that. Deontay Smith, getting him at 139, solid. They got a kicker, which I hate. Trey Hill is kind of slow-footed or whatever. To me, he's slow-footed. I don't think that highly of him. Chris Evans, running back from Michigan, I don't think that highly of him. Wyatt Hubert from Kansas State, I don't think that highly of him. But I like the top half of what Cincinnati did besides Jackson Carman. I like about 4 of their players, so that's enough to get them in the middle spot. Cowboys. I promise we're not gonna take long on Cowboys because y'all should know how I feel about the Cowboys. Michael Parsons, the value didn't fit right for me. He's an off-ball linebacker. I would have loved to take those dudes a little later, but he's here now. Michael Parsons. I mean, he's a great player, first-round player. But I wanted Rashawn Slater. I would have really felt better about Rashawn Slater. Boss man fat. Home run. I like Oso Digizua. Chauncey Golson a little early, but fine, I'll take him. Nashawn Wright was super early, super early, which I think was a reach. But we kind of made that up average wise because we got Jabril Cox at 115 that I really like. Josh Ball, not talking about the off field stuff, but he's a second round talent technically, so that's cool. Semi special teams dude, Bohanna, he probably would have been there in the 7th, honestly. I still ain't watched Matt Farr, so that means that he's probably sorry. And then there's Israel, right? Who I watched Israel by way of watching a whole bunch of J.C. Horn. So Cowboys got 3 out of 3 for me. We ain't got to hang on them very long because I will spend a whole offseason breaking those dudes down. So it's cool. Indianapolis Colts. I love the Kwity Paye pick at 21. I think he was a dude that I thought was going to go on the team, so get him at 21 was cool. Dayo Odeyingbo from Vanderbilt, my other their other pass rush or whatever. So that's two top 10 edges for me that just went to Indy. So that's good. That's good value for them. The tight end, come on, son. Tight end sucked this year. Safety Sean Davis, wasn't a fan. Sam Ehlinger, not a fan. I actually know of the Charleston receiver or whatever, but we ain't gonna lean into it. I think partially their draft looks like this because they didn't have a 3rd round pick, but whatever player. I think if they would have added another player, they probably would have been bumped up the list a little bit more, but I don't know. They got some cat named Will Fries, a Penn State guard. I ain't never seen him. You know, if I ain't never seen that, it's probably trash. I think I've watched all the really good guys, so if I haven't seen him, that automatically goes in, okay, cool, they must be bad category. So it is what it is. Jacksonville Jags. For everybody that's watching this on the rewind, just know I don't care what y'all think about my grades, man. I just don't want y'all to ever forget, or just to assume that I may care about your grades. I'm just looking at my chat box here, just seeing what y'all talking about. Appreciate you, Taj. Appreciate you, Topaz Yates. I know I had another super chat in there. Voch got the wall art. Hell yeah.
Fuck it. I ain't trying to eat no IHOP.
Somebody was saying something about IHOP. I don't know, my bad. Kwity Paye is 3-4 outside linebacker to me. For where? All right, moving on. Jacksonville is the next 3 out of 3 team for me. Let's see what happens here. Trevor Lawrence, first overall pick. Cool, you got him. Travis Etienne. I think they had running back there already. So not only did you spend a first round pick on a running back, but you spent a first round pick on a running back you didn't need. So that is what that is. I think Tyson Campbell, fine, but I think I didn't have Tyson Campbell as like going like 33rd or whatever. I had Tyson Campbell going a little bit later, but the player's fine. I really, really like Walker Little a bunch. I just don't know where to draft him at. But I do like Walker Little. I hated Cisco at 65, but that's not my business. I think Jay Tufilele at 106 is cool. Jordan Smith at 121 is really, really good. Luke Farrell's a tight end, whatever. But I do like Jalen Camp. Jalen Camp from Georgia Tech. I really like him at 209. So Jags had a good 3 out of 5 draft for me. Something like. Then we're going to go to, and it's crazy. Like, you know, when you watching the draft, you would think that a lot of these dudes had better drafts than you thought they had. But then when you go back and look at the whole product, you go, I don't know. And the Chiefs were kind of one of those teams, right? Because I thought the Chiefs was smoking it, right? Just looking at some of the guys that they picked, but they kind of went 50. They went about 50% with me. I love Nick Bolton. I love Creed Humphrey. I love Trey Smith at 226. Trey Smith at 226 is crazy value. I think he's a starter at 226. Josh Kane Doe. I remember Josh Kane Doe watching the other Florida State pass rusher. They didn't, like, a lot of people didn't have Kane Doe listed anywhere, but if you watch the other Florida State, I forgot his name, Janarius Robinson, I believe. If you watch the other Florida State pass rusher, you'll end up watching a bunch of Kane Doe. And I did have a lot of respect for Kane Doe, but I think 144 is a bit high for him. Tight end, Cornell Powell, I think is bad. So they got 3 picks I like, 3 picks I didn't like. That's why your ass sitting at 3 out of 5. So that is what that is. The next team that was 3 out of 5. Let me ask y'all this. I got 3 teams that are 5 out of 5. Who do y'all think are my 3 5 out of 5 teams? I just want to hear y'all's pick. I just want to hear y'all guess a little bit. I just want to hear y'all guess a little bit. Where are we at? We were just at Chiefs. Let's move down to Chargers. LA Chargers. Let's see. Boy, they got Rashawn Slater, boy. Just play crossroads for me right now, man. They got Rashawn Slater, and I love him. Asante Samuel at 47 is cool. I really like Josh Palmer at 77. Then this thing kind of went off the hill. Trey McKitty, another one of the Duke kids. Chris Rump, he was the stand-up guy, but whatever, fine, cool. Somebody asked me, have I done the? No, okay, cool, I haven't. Let's see. Chris Rumph, Braden, the Nebraska, but Nick Neiman from Iowa. Didn't watch him, so that means he's probably bad. Larry Roundtree, in which I did see him. I mean, I'm fine with taking your favorite running back at 198. I don't hate it. And the safety from Georgia. Not the first safety from Georgia, not the second safety from Georgia, but there's like a third safety from Georgia. That dude, yeah, he went 7th there. So the Chargers had like some picks that I liked, then they had a whole bunch of other picks that I just didn't like. And it sounds like I'm nitpicking, but when you're grading, like when I go to my 5 teams, I can like all the picks that they had, right? So somebody be like, but Voch, like, If it's 7 picks and you like 5 of them and you like dislike 2, wouldn't that be in your 5 category? No, because there are some teams in my 5 that I like all their picks. There are some teams in the 4th round I like most of their picks. So if you got 9 picks and I like 5 of them, then you're going in 3 out of 5, player. I just want y'all to be aware. Let me see what y'all guessing here. Browns, Panthers, Detroit, New England, Miami. Dolphins don't draft well, but whatever. Where I got the Dolphins at? Yep. Dolphins don't draft well. Bears, some people say Philly, Chargers, one better be Vikings, or what? I don't want to try none of my corners or linebackers at safety now. All right, cool. So after the Chargers, there's the after Chargers, and we got the Raiders. The Vegas Raiders. Where's the L? Las Vegas Raiders. Why did I have them ranked 3 out of 5? Let's see. I think they threw a dart at the board for Leatherwood. Leatherwood's solid, but I wouldn't have taken him at 17. But, the player's not bad, so I guess I'll let him slide a little bit, but that's a bit high. Morig at 43, good and heartbreaking. Malcolm Kuntz, I think, is a little bit early, but if you like him, cool. Divine Diablo at 80, cool. Tyreek Gillespie at 143, I like it a bunch. I think somebody forgot that they drafted safety twice already, and they just drafted Tyreek Gillespie anyway. But the Illinois kid, boy, and I haven't watched the center from Pittsburgh. And if I haven't watched the center, that means they probably suck. I watched a lot of players this year, man. I watched a lot of players this year. The Raiders wouldn't have had a terrible draft, but I just think Leatherwood going that high was indicative, but whatever. Moving on. Next is the Dolphins. How long I've been doing this? What's my time? Boy, I might open the phones up, boy. All right, we had 33 minutes. That ain't terrible. We'll probably talk for an hour, and I'll let y'all talk for an hour, something like that. All right, cool. Let's see. Raiders. Dolphins. Dolphins are next. Miami Dolphins. Let's see. Were they another example of I loved a handful of their picks and I hated the other handful? Were they an example of that? I love the Jalen Waddle pick at 6. He's one of my top guys, one of my top players in general. So getting him at 6, good to go. Jalen Phillips at 18 is a steal to me. I'm still looking for that great Javon Holland film. So Yeah, I know I got to be consistent on that. I like the Eichenberg pick, tight end. Ugh. I haven't seen the Massachusetts line left tackle or whatever. And if I haven't seen it, we probably suck a little bit. And I actually know the running back from Cincinnati, but it is what it is. So yeah, man, it's another situation of I like half you guys, but I hate the other half. I like Waddle, Phillips, and Eichenberg. Eichenberg at 42 is pretty good. And to be fair, Javon Holland, if you use him properly, it makes sense, I guess. But I don't know, man. I don't know. So yeah, Dolphins did okay, but I think with the capital that they had, but if I had the Dolphins picks the last 4 years, well, we'd be a Super Bowl team, fam. But they don't want to hire Voch. Dolphins, Vikings, Minnesota. I pop like a soda, watch the can fall off. Minnesota Vikings. I really like Darisaw at 23. I think if you can get out of his laziness, I think he'll be really good to go for you. What happened here? Why did I have y'all dropping? I hate Kellen Mond at 66. I hate Chad Surratt in general. Wyatt Davis is cool. I think some good value getting him at 86. And I like Patrick Jones at 90. I think that's a good little spot for him. The running back, I'm familiar with him, so just pick your running back. I don't hate it. Cameron Bynum, yeah, Janarius Robinson, cool. So getting the pass rusher from Florida State, Janarius Robinson at 134, I like that. Long name from Iowa receiver. I remember him. That's a solid pick there. Then there's a tight end. I hate Jalen Twyman. I don't even care to draft Jalen Twyman at all. So, yeah, I like half your picks. I dislike the other half. So, yeah, we've been pretty consistent here. Voch has come up with a good grading system, I think. I would assume. So, the New Orleans Saints are in my 3 out of 5 list. Peyton Turner, incredible pick taking Peyton Turner 28, man. Let me. They don't deserve a cash guy, but yeah, man, Peyton. I love the Peyton Turner pick, bro. Love the I felt like there weren't enough people talking about Peyton Turner, and seeing him go 28. I just think that's appropriate for him. I think that's a place where he deserves to go. Pete Werner, who was the best Ohio State linebacker in my opinion. I know a lot of people wanted Browning or whatnot, but Pete Werner was the better guy in my personal opinion. So seeing him going 60 make a lot of sense to me. And Paulson Adebo going 76, really good value for them. So I like those 3 picks, but Ian Book, Landon Young, Kawan Baker, So I like out of 6 picks, I like 3. I dislike the other 3. So my grading system ain't that bad. All of a sudden, Najee Harris is the best offensive player in Pittsburgh. So, I'm not one of these guys that hate running back early like that. So, if Najee's your guy, you take him at 24, cool. I think that Pittsburgh got some other needs or whatever. I think they probably should have went offensive line or whatever, but that's not my business. Pat Fryermuth ain't good, man. Tight end from Penn State. I know like people had him like ranked as the tight end, like the consensus, not Kyle Pitts dude, but Fryermuth ain't good, man. He's not good to me, bro. That just is what that is. Nothing else to say about Fryermuth, man. Kendrick Green's a solid player. He's a solid offensive lineman. Dan Moore, who's another solid offensive lineman. He's a Senior Bowl guy. He went to Duke's offensive line school of incredible people. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. Y'all know the minute mark he talking about the Chiefs. I purposely made it difficult for you to find your team. I purposely made it difficult for you to find your team. Good for you. Okay. Let's see. So Kendrick Green, I like the Dan Moore Jr. pick more than the Kendrick Green pick. Buddy Johnson, I know of him, but there's a cat from Wisconsin named Loudermilk. I refuse, but I really like Quincy Roche. Trey Norwood, I really like Trey Norwood. Then they drafted a punter, which I can't stand. I can't stand that. Don't draft specialists. So long snappers, kickers, punters, holders. Come on, why are we drafting those people? Why are we drafting those people, man? So consistently, half of Pittsburgh draft I like, the other half I disliked. It is what it is. We got 4 more picks in the 3 out of 5 category. So let's see. Let's see. 49ers. 49ers are in my 3 out of 5 category. Let's see what happened. Why did I put them there? I like Trey Lance there. Shouts out to B. We dropped the dub in the super chat. SEC East won't be the whooping boy this season. Hilarious. Allegedly. So Aaron Banks, the guard from Notre Dame. Notre Dame had 5 offensive linemen that could have been drafted somewhere. So that's just that. Nuclear palsy says, Voch, you ever find that Holland film? Ambry Thomas, the cornerback from Michigan, is a solid. I really like Trey Sermon, and Trey Sermon was like a late bloomer in a lot of our like evaluations or whatever. But you know, when you watching Justin Fields, you can't help but to just stumble upon some good Trey Sermon films. So I like Trey Sermon right there. Jalen Moore, Senior Bowl guy. Oregon guy. I think he's also a Senior Bowl guy. If I could be mistaken. Whatever. The USC kid. I know a lot of people wanted the USC kid, but he's probably going to be a kicking game dude. Whatever. And the running back from ULL. I mean, hey, pick your guy. Pick your guy, man. Y'all ain't got enough running backs over that motherfucker. Y'all ain't got enough running backs in San Francisco. I don't know, man. But yeah, Trey Lance is your guy. Shouts out to Trey Lance. He's your guy. 3 out of 5. Bucks. Who are the Bucks? Tampa Bay Buccaneers, not Milwaukee. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are another 3 out of 5 team. Why won't the scrolly thing let me go down to the T's? To the Tampa B's. All right. Let's see. Joe Tryon. Hated the pick. Kyle Trask. Okay, so why y'all here? Because maybe wait a minute, time out. So I hated Joe Tryon at 32. I hated Trask at 64. Haynes is cool. Darden's cool. KJ Britt's okay. So that's exactly what. So sure, yeah, same format. I like 3 of your picks. I hated 3. So wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. So let me not say hate. I dislike I hate Tryon, but I dislike the Kyle Trask at 64 pick. But if you like a quarterback and you want to take him at the end of the second round, I don't hate it necessarily. But I like Hainsey at 95, Jalen Darden at 129 makes sense. KJ Britt, Senior Bowl guy. Upfield Sam linebacker 176. I like it. Then Wilcox and Grant Stewart kind of back. Yeah, so yeah, about middle. Yeah, 3 out of 5, sure. Okay, that makes sense. I just didn't like their first 2 picks. they made up for it towards the middle. All right, see. Tennessee Titans are next on my 3 out of 5 list. Let's see. Tennessee Titans. What did I have here? Caleb Farley at 22. That's y'all business. I really like Dylan Radunes at 53. I think that's some good value for y'all. Dylan Radune's offensive tackle from North Dakota State, Senior Bowl guy. Went up there and smoked the shot at people. Trask almost got the Heisman, though. All right, cool. I love Elijah Molden right there. Dez Fitzpatrick is pretty good value at 109. He's another Senior Bowl guy. Rashad Weaver at 135. I don't hate it in the 4th round. That's cool. Racy McBath, wide receiver from LSU. I remember the name, but I didn't watch him, so that means he's probably terrible. And Brady Breeze, in which I was really upset that a cat named Brady Breeze got drafted before Marvin Wilson and Ardarius Washington, but it is what it is, player. Yeah, Tennessee, 3 out of 5, middle of the road. Middle of the road. And the Washington Football Wizards. Washington Football Wizards. Let's see. Jamin Davis, I think 19 was a little costly. Whatever. 51 for Cosme is cool. 74 for Benjamin St. Juste is cool. De'Ami Brown at 82 is fantastic value. Tight end. Cincinnati safety. Y'all got a motherfucker named Cheese Man, which really made me sick. William Bradley King's not good, but take him at 240. I don't hate it. Hey, Voch, have you done tape on Nashawn Wright? Will somebody help him, please? I really like Shaka Toney at 246. I think you can do something with Shaka Toney at 246. And then there's the BYU kid that caught the passes from Zach Wilson at the end of the 7th. If that's your guy, fine. He was almost Mr. Irrelevant, man. If that's your guy, fine. Now we're into the 4 out of 5 category, right? We're gonna run down the 4 out of 5 category, and then we're gonna do our 3 5 out of 5 guys. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams that are 4 out of 5. Then we'll do our 3 5 out of 5 guys. So let's go to the very first. Voch got to get a Black Panther or a M'Baku poster, and the wall art is complete. Hold on, timeout player. Let me go to my OBS. I go Panther right there. I mean the glare's kind of hitting them or whatever. I got to work on getting my blackout curtains or whatnot. But we got Panther and Almond M&M's just kind of in the frame one time. Shouts out to Almond M&M. Get y'all out the way, blocking jewels or whatever. But yeah, we got Panther right there, man. So we're gonna work on getting him. I think I got something special coming for M'Baku, man. So come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is indeed the top 10. Sure. In no order in particular. We're just gonna run down my 4 out of 5 guys, my 7 4 out of 5 teams, and my 3 5 out of 5 teams. But sure, 100%. Voch needs the IKEA sound bed for to talk about cheese, man. I'm gonna find that sound and I'm gonna make it a part of the show. I'm gonna go. I already told Jeff I'm stealing it. Anyway, moving on. Falcons. Atlanta Falcons are my 4 out of 4 team. This is when you do like a little over half, right? When you do as well as a little over half. Now, I have the right to change my mind, because if I'm on 4 out of 5s and I'm going down, I'm like, man, you probably should have been 3 out of 5. Then I'll say you probably should have been 3 out of 5, but we'll figure it out. Atlanta Falcons. That's Arizona Cardinals. Atlanta Falcons. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this top 10 going. No particular order for the next 7. Kyle Pitts. Man, play Crossroads for me, man. Play motherfucking Crossroads for me. Kyle Pitts. Richie Grant. Damn. Somebody play Crossroads for me. Damn. Jalen Mayfield's a solid player at 68 or whatever, so I ain't gonna hate it too much. Y'all try to go off a cliff of these next 2 picks for Darren Hall and Drew Dahlman. I ain't gonna say nothing. But Taquan Graham, Senior Bowl guy, he was fine. I like the long name Notre Dame pass rusher. We alluded to him earlier, but the fact that they was able to get him at 182, I like him there. Avery from Boise State, cool. Frank Darby, Senior Bowl guy, very underrated pick. Being able to get him at 187 was pretty solid. So, pretty good pick. Atlanta got all first rounders on offense. Do Atlanta got all first rounders on offense? Everybody but Hennessy is first rounders. So that's Todd and Matt and Caleb McGarry and Matthews and Lindstrom. Who's the other guard in Atlanta? I know Hennessy not a first rounder or whatever, but then you got Julio, Calvin, Pitts. So maybe like your slot receiver and your guard and center ain't first rounders, but everybody else in Atlanta's first rounders. That's crazy. Yep, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, Atlanta. That's what I got for you, man. That's what I got for you. That's what I got for you. So that's Atlanta. They're in my top 10 somewhere of this next group of 7. Carolina Panthers. Oh, boy, J.C. Horn, boy. Y'all just took J.C. Horn from me and just made me just hurt. Terrace Marshall, good pick there. Brady Christensen at 70. It's fine. I don't hate it. It took a tight end. Oof. Chuba Hubbard kind of fell from grace, but, hey, man, if you want to just pick a running back at 126, I don't hate it. Davion Nixon, who I'm not the biggest fan of in terms of, like, where they was talking about Davion Nixon going. But if you want to get him at 158, I think that's some good value for him. Keith Taylor at 166, good they got Deontay Brown. Sick. Shot Smith at 204. Cool. You got a long snapper, and Phil Hoskins is terrible. And I was watching Phil Hoskins because I was looking at some Bohannon film. Yeah, whatever. Get the Kentucky D tackle up out of here. But Carolina had a damn good draft, man. Shouts out to Carolina. Shouts out to Carolina, man. Damn, they got Deontay Brown, boy. Anyway, Chicago Bears. Actually, this is what I'm going to do, right? Voch says this. We're at 48 minutes. I'll probably be at the hour mark by the time I'm done giving the my picks and analysis or whatever. So I'm going to open up the phones. And I'm going to only take like 10 callers. So get in line. Get in line. If you want to react to me, if you have a question, if you want to say whatever you want to say, I find cool. But I'm going to open my phone lines.
You are the only participant in the conference.
Of course I am.
The recording has started.
Mute.
All participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves.
If you're a if you want to call into the show, the number is 515-606-5187, access code 309-104. I'm not taking many calls, but I will take just a handful. I will take a few when I'm done breaking this down. Then after that, I'm gonna go watch fights and battle rap. All right. I need to cut my TV on right now and get ready for my fights, for my prelim fights. Let me go ahead and get that. Rue Glock, what you think about your boy Rumble Johnson going to Bellator looking crazy, man? I get hurt when all my when all my heroes go to Bellator and look lackadaisical, and they look regular, mediocre. Chicago Bears, right? I think Chicago Bears getting Justin Fields at 11 was incredible. It was incredible value for them. Crazy value for them, man. Like, and they ain't had to give up too much. Like, they gave up a little bit, but they ain't really like sell their soul to move up to get Justin Fields. You know what I'm saying? So they got a franchise quarterback now, and they got a team that's relatively stacked already. I think Justin Fields walks in with the best day one team. Like, I know a lot of people thought that San Francisco was going to be the best day one team for a rookie quarterback, but you got Aaron Rodgers and some other complimentary receiver. Aaron Robinson, and a couple other complimentary receivers or whatever. You got David Montgomery, which I think he's going to be like a top 10 running back next year. Just my thoughts. Solid offensive line. Solid offensive line in comparison to what offensive line is in the league. And then you got the Bears defense that's not that far from getting turned back around, man. Justin Fields to the Bears is crazy. Mike Silha says, Voch, my friend Mr. Lincoln says the Bears had a 5 draft. You think you could just buy me, sir? You think y'all could just super chat and buy me? Hell yeah, the Bears had a 5 out of 5 draft. What you mean? The Bears had the best draft in the goddamn because Mike dropped 5 in the super chat. Hell yeah, the Bears had the best draft in the chat.
I ain't trying to eat no IHOP.
What you mean? Tevin Jenkins at 39 was incredible, dog. Oh my goodness. Tevin Jenkins at 39 was just incredible, bro. Incredible value for y'all. The guard from Missouri, fine. I know the running back from Virginia Tech, solid player, but if you had 217, you want to just pick a running back. I don't hate it. Daz Newsome at 221, good little value. Thomas Graham at 228, good little value. Kyrus Tonga at 250, Bears did great, man. Can't even hate on them. Bears did just fine. So, yeah, there you go. Bears, Broncos. Let's go to Broncos. Now, I'm kind of conflicted because I didn't want to put the Broncos here because they passed on a franchise quarterback to go get a corner that we wanted. Now, of course, I'm not taking Cowboys draft implications into my grades or whatever, but I feel like you got Drew Lock in a room full of corners and you draft corner when Fields on the board. You know what I mean? Kind of weird to me. But Broncos, Pat Surtain, whatever, cool, great pick. Javonte Williams, great pick in my mind. I think you could push Melvin off a bridge right now and just roll with Javonte. Quinn Miners, a lot of people wanted to hype him into a first round or whatever, but hey, if you want to take him at 98, I don't hate it. Baron Browning at 105, great value. Caden Stearns, I think a lot of Cowboy fans hyped him up a little bit because he's a Texas dude, but whatever. I think Jamar Johnson is a better pick in terms of like rangy free safety dude. So there you go. Seth Williams at 219, good to go. Kerry Vincent, solid player. I like Jonathan Cooper, pass rush from Ohio State. Get him at 239. Crazy value. Mississippi State kid, whatever. So Broncos did I. If they would have took Justin Fields, I'd have liked him a little. I'd have liked it a little more because that means they could have got Justin Fields and not traded no kind of picks to get him. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, player. Is what it is, player. The New England Patriots are in my 4 out of 5 list. Let's see how the Patriots did. Mac Jones, hey man, if Mac Jones is your quarterback, man, I don't hate you for taking your quarterback at 15th overall if that's your guy. The Patriots didn't have to give up any capital to go get him, so there you go. Barmore is the guy that people wanted to go first round. I wasn't buying the first round, but if you can get him at 38, I don't hate it. Ronnie Perkins at 96 is crazy. I really like Ramondre Stevenson, running back from Oklahoma. People wanted to paint him as just a power running back. MJ Acosta is incredible. Anyway, but he caught a lot of passes, man. He did a lot of shifty stuff. Then he runs with the power or whatever. I like Ramondre Stevenson, especially at 120. Cameron McGrone at 177, crazy. Josh Bledsoe, he's the other Missouri safety. He's cool. Will Sherman, Trey Nixon, but I like what y'all did for the most part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like 5 and didn't and dislike 3. All right, cool. I'll dig that. So there's the Patriots. There they go. The New York Giants were a 4 out of 5 pick for me. Let's go find them so I can see why. Yep, indeed. I liked every pick but one. So Kadarius Toney, great pick. He can be some running back for you, some wide receiver for you, just general big play guy. Azeez Ojulari at 50, crazy. Aaron Robinson, who's a bigger nickel corner. I think the league is moving forward to bigger slot receivers, so it'll make sense that you move forward to bigger nickel corners or whatever. So I like Aaron Robinson right there. Ellerson Smith at 116, crazy. Top 15 pick for me. Top 15, top 15 edge guy for me. So getting one of my top 15 edge guys at 116, some really good value. I like it. Running back from Arizona, I don't know, whatever. And I like Williams, the cornerback from Oklahoma State. I remember watching film on him, so pretty good stuff there. Do I got anybody on the phones? A couple people on the phone. I ain't taking many. I ain't letting y'all talk long neither. I ain't letting y'all talk long, and we ain't doing a whole bunch of retorting how I feel, because I ain't here to debate. I just want to hear what y'all got to say while I eat my almond M&Ms. All right, so New York Giants. Let's go to the New York Jets. Both New York teams. Let's see. New York Jets. Both New York teams were in 4 out of 5 for me. Let's see. I like Zach Wilson, getting him second overall. That was par for the course. I like Elijah Vera Tucker. I think a very interesting question is to see if the Jets are just going to have 2 good tackles, or are they going to put Vera Tucker next to Becton and just let them rock the left side. That'll be a fun little conversation. I like Elijah Moore, wide receiver from Mississippi State. I think he's going to be good for the offense there. Michael Carter, the pass catching running back, crazy. I think all these guys are just here to help Zach Wilson. They're just picks to help Zach Wilson. They almost fell off a cliff. They got the Auburn safety I don't like too much, but whatever. They felt like one Michael Carter wasn't enough, but they got another Michael Carter from Duke. I don't want to make fun of. They got the cornerback from Pittsburgh, who's not terrible, but I love the Hamza Nasruddin pick because I think he could have went earlier than this, but he went like 186 or whatever. So he can play some too high free, can play strong, can play linebacker because he's big as hell. All right, cool. And the Kentucky kid, I don't like the Kentucky kid too much. And I remember Jonathan Marshall, the Arkansas guy. I think he's a Senior Bowl dude, and just a solid player, whatever. So yeah, good for the Jets. And then my last 3 teams, who are my 5 out of 5 teams, right? Let's see. Philadelphia Eagles are one of my 5 out of 5 teams. So Devontae Smith, of course, he's my number one wide receiver. Landon Dickerson, who's my number one interior guy, but he's a top 5 offensive lineman as a whole. So if you incorporate tackles, guards, centers, Landon is my top 5 offensive lineman. You got to stay healthy, of course, but I'm only talking about the players here. Milton Williams. I mean, if Milton Williams is your guy at 73, and we know that the league liked Milton Williams a lot more than we did. If Milton Williams is your guy, cool, super testing, athletic numbers and all that. As a player, you can say what you want to say, but hey, if you like Milton Williams, you know what I'm saying, and you get him at 73, do your thing there. Zach, I don't know if it's Zach or Zeke McPherson, but the Texas Tech corner, I think he's going to end up playing a little bit of safety for y'all. But you know, just a tackler, solid cover dude. He's either going to be a slot guy or like a safety in my mind. If he's on the outside, then we're going to beat the hell out of him, but it is what it is. Kenneth Gainwell, incredible value getting Gainwell at 150. And I tell people this all: teams suck at drafting. There's no excuse why Kenneth Gainwell from running back Missouri. There's no reason why the hell Kenneth Gainwell is going 150 when some of these other miscellaneous jabronis is going second, third round or whatever. But it is what it is. Marlon Tui Pelotu, Senior Bowl guy, right? He's another guy that if you kind of watch him as a pass rusher in the Senior Bowl environment, you wouldn't think too much about him. But if you watch him within the game unit, he's a great run stopper with the upside because he has that. I don't know if this racist or whatever, but like that Islander athleticism, like all the long hair island dudes, whether it be the Hawaiian kids, the Tongan kids, Samoan kids, like all them Polynesian cats with the long hair, they all big and athletic. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they do over there. That's just in their water over there. You know what I'm saying? So just watching Tui Pelotu, man, he was the better of the USC kids or whatnot. I liked him a lot. He was kind of one of the guys that I would have wanted. I think Cowboys wanted to go bigger, like size wise or whatever. So I think that's why we didn't get him. But 189, some good value for him. Teron Jackson. Great value for Teron Jackson at 191. If you watch him you can watch him in 2 places, right? One, I saw him in the Senior Bowl, but BYU versus Coastal Carolina, that was a big game that was going on, and he was just making all the plays versus BYU. Just a super active dude, plays DN, play 3 tech, probably should be a little more outside guy or whatever. So there you go there. Jacoby Stevenson, which I hate at safety, but this year we've been talking about hybrid guys, right? I think he's probably going to be a hybrid linebacker for you. Solid player. I mean, you want to be able to cover from the linebacker spot, you know, and we're in that division. So whatever. And then you got Patrick Johnson. So if you look at both of the Tulane edges or whatever, he's the bigger of the two. It was Patrick Johnson. There was Cameron Sample or whatever. Patrick Johnson is a really good player. So getting him at 234 is some really good value. Hey, man, we ain't fighting right now. So I'm not fighting Eagles fans right now because we're in the offseason. When we get to the regular season, everybody on this list is going to be terrible. But as of now, we just talking about draft straight up and down. Eagles did well. Who else do we have here? Who do I like out of these last 3 teams? Let's see. Not you. Do I like this draft more? Let's see. Oh, this draft crazy. So yeah, Eagles are like my second favorite draft. We're gonna say this for the number 1 draft. So my third favorite draft are the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns are my third favorite draft. Greg Newsome, great value. Keep him healthy. He'll be a good number 1 corner. It's interesting. So my grades don't account for injury concerns, nothing like that. But you know, when you look at the Browns and how they set up already, their biggest problem already is like being healthy anyway. So you add Greg Newsome to that, you know, to that equation or whatever, then whatever. But Greg Newsome and getting him at 26 overall, top 5 corner for me. Good to go. Jeremiah Wosu-Moore at 52 is crazy. I think Anthony Schwartz at 91 is a little high, but if you got a plan for him, cool. If he's gonna be a slot receiver for you, you know, do you think? I don't hate it, but I think he's gonna make most of his money catching kicks and punts and being faster than everybody else. James Hudson. Great value for him. He's a top 15 offensive lineman altogether for me, developmental guy. if your offensive line is already a strength and you just want to add James Hudson to keep that strength, hey, I don't hate it. Then get him at 110. Good to go. Tommy Togiai at 132. Hurt me. Tony Fields is cool. Tony Fields at 153. I don't hate it. You know, we're trying to get faster at linebacker. You know, I don't mind it. Richard LeCounte is the only player on, you know what I'm saying, you know, drafting him. And that's how close these top three teams are for me. That Richard LeCounte is the reason why the Browns are third and the other two teams are 1 and 2 or whatever. If you want to get him at 169, I don't hate it, but he's the one guy that I really wasn't, you know, jumping off the bridge for. And Demetric Felton, which was interesting because they kind of got a guy in him and Anthony Schwartz. But if Felton is there, you know, he could play some running back and wide receiver for you. He's like Kadarius Toney Light. So I don't hate what the Browns did this year. And my number one team, Tyler the Scout, boy. Tyler the Scout, his team. Let me find him. Detroit versus everybody, right? Chat box, ain't that what y'all been talking about? Detroit versus everybody. This draft is crazy. Oh goodness, this draft is crazy, boy. Let me give y'all a war call, man. Let me give y'all a war call and let me give y'all some cash cow, man. Let me let me pull my shit. Let me give you a war call, man. Let me take a sip of water on that. Detroit Lions killed this shit, man. Boy, the Detroit Lions killed this shit. Indubitably. Penei Sewell at 7. Boy, y'all know how I feel about offensive line, man. You know, once you got him, you ain't got to worry about him no more. You know what I mean? Offensive line at 7. Good to go. Levon Wuzurike. That's your 3 tech of the future. That's your 3 tech of the future. He's my second rated defensive tackle. You got him at 41. Liam McNeil. Another top 50 player on my board. You got him at 72. Ifeatu Melifonwu. He was like a top. He was like a top 70 guy for me. You got him at 101. Wide receiver Syracuse. He's gonna be good for you. Amon-Ra St. Brown at 112. Crazy value. Derek Barnes. A lot of people not going to be familiar with Derek Barnes, but he's a guy that's going to give you some pass rush value, some solid speed at linebacker, whatever. Pretty good utility player, chase guy. Derek Barnes is a damn good player, linebacker from Purdue. And you got Jamar Jefferson. So you can make the argument that you like most of these picks because they went first round, second round, third round, fourth round. And then if you just wanted to pick your favorite running back in the 7th round, you end up with Jamar Jefferson, big play Jamar Jefferson. You just end up with him at 257, then cool, I don't hate it. Boy, the Lions killed this boy. The Lions absolutely killed their draft. Shouts out to the Lions, man. Shouts out to Tyler Scout, man. Let me give y'all let me just give y'all one more war call and cash cow, man, because y'all just did well, bro. Y'all did well. Now, we're going to beat the shit out y'all, you know what I'm saying? When the season comes, we're going to beat the dog shit out the Lions. But, you know, in terms of, like, draft world, yeah, man, y'all got it, man.
I ain't trying to eat no IHOP.
Now, I haven't been looking at the chat box. My bad, because I was trying to concentrate. Y'all ruin my concentration sometimes. So let's go to the phones. How much time I got? We've been doing this for 1:07. Let me cut my fights on. Then I'm gonna get to y'all. Let me cut my fights on. Then I'm gonna get to y'all. How many people I got on the phone, man? Let's see. I'm sure many people got on the phone. Right? We got 6 people on the phone. All right, cool. I didn't think I was gonna be going this long, so I'm gonna get to a handful of y'all. We'll see. It ain't gonna be very long, but I do want to hear what y'all got to say since we're here. Angela Hill not even fighting today because what's her name got hit with the COVID, so that's a daggone shame. And we got battle rap later, so we got some good little stuff today. We got some good little things going today. All right, let's get into the phones. Everybody, I'm gonna be cutting y'all off relatively quick, so get in, make your point. I love y'all. I'm gonna holler at you later. Let's boogie. What's up, Jess?
Hey, Val.
How you feel?
I'm good. Had lost uncle yesterday, but I'm good.
Oh Lord. Sorry to hear that. What you got for the show?
All I got to say is we gonna ball out of control.
Right.
And all you people need to stop complaining.
They need to.
And stop hanging on to last year, because last year is over.
That's it.
This is the beginning of a new thing. So speak positive. Stop the negative talking and stop living in the past.
Every time.
Look to the future.
Right. That was a great call. I appreciate it. Great call. I like it. Hey, man, quit holding on to last year, man. Being all goofy and stuff. Holding on to last year. What the hell wrong with y'all? Move on and be positive. Nick Gash, let me get a Subway melt on honey oat. A foot long, please. Pickles, banana pepper, salt and pepper, vinegar, and oil.
Hey, I'm off this weekend, boss. You don't got to worry about it.
A little bit of Spanish. What you got for the show, Nick Gash?
I'm surprised you don't have the Broncos lower, because we kind of bombed that first round pick. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, see, here's my logic. Surtain's a good player. Y'all probably should have went quarterback. But if you would have skipped quarterback for a bad player, then you would have dropped down the board. But Surtain's a good player, so I don't hate it. Y'all just like Drew Lock more than I do, but I would have went Fields.
Well, I'll say this once, because I know you're trying to be brief, but I think Javonte Williams is the best pick in this class, because I think he's going to be an NFL starter immediately. I think he'll be Melvin Gordon. I think Quinn Miners has some potential. I did a film session. If you didn't check that out for everybody on the stream, make sure you do so. I think he has some problems that I think a lot of people at the Senior Bowl ignored. I watched all 15 of his one-on-one snaps that was on YouTube or whatnot.
Sure.
From the Senior Bowl. And he got beat on most of them, except for the one where he beat up 260-pound edge rusher playing out of 3 seconds.
So Nick, people be saying I be hating. When they was trying to push Quinn Miners like he was incredible, I was like, show me where. And they couldn't. I just think they was just hyping him up prematurely, man. Just because he was at the Senior Bowl playing at a little bitty ass school. He was cool, but he was getting whooped. Go ahead, Nick.
And they were talking about that on Instagram, and I commented. I was like, Quinn Miners isn't as good as everybody thinks, and I got so much hate. And then I remember last year when I made a video about how bad Netane Moody was, and how he probably won't be a long-term starter for us, and I got so much hate. And guess what? Netane Moody started one game, and he had like one good block that everybody likes, but the rest of the game was shit.
Because you was talking to sheep. You was talking to sheep, Nick Gaffney. Because you was talking to sheep. Yeah. People that just follow what everybody else say, but they don't watch film for themselves.
Yeah.
Nick, where the hell did they find Wisconsin Whitewater film to even know if he good or not? Where they find it at? Where they find it?
Where did I find it?
No, yeah, no. The people that fought you, that said Quinn Miners is incredible, and you bugging for hating on him, where did they find Wisconsin Whitewater film?
I'll tell you where they found Wisconsin Whitewater film. They found it on NFL Network when there's video of Quinn Miners beating shit out of trees, but not people. I
ain't even got Wisconsin Whitewater film, so I know their ass ain't got it. The fuck? But all right, Nick. Go ahead, though, man.
Yeah, it is what it is. I like Jamar Johnson. Honestly, I was just kind of surprised you had it that high up, because I thought we'd at least be a 3, but a 4 I thought was a little high for us. But hopefully we can figure it out. Hopefully Patrick Surtain's going to be a beast, and hopefully Quinn Miners will turn into a beast. Hey, man, talk to me when you watch Derek Stingley. I'm out.
Hold on, Nick. You think you're going to be bad next year? Y'all think you're going to be bad enough next year to get Derek Stingley?
I hope so. Jesus, man, that guy's crazy. But after drafting 13, maybe not. But I'll be a fan of whatever team drafts Derek Stingley, because that guy's incredible.
Yep. I will see you in January. All right, Nick. Appreciate it.
I'll holler.
Vingate drop 5 in Super Chat. Appreciate you, sir. Let's lock the phones.
The conference has been locked.
Appreciate you. We got Josh on the phone. What's up, Josh?
What's up?
What's that?
Hey, so quick draft question for you. And then I was not even going to deal with the Dallas Cowboys question. Let's go with draft real quick.
Okay.
If Dak Prescott wasn't signed, say, coming the draft, where do you see the Cowboys picking, or how would this Cowboys draft be throughout the whole entire draft?
I'm sorry, you said if Dak didn't get signed?
If Dak didn't get signed, if he didn't get a contract, say draft day, what's the pick at 10, 44, and so on and so on?
Is this a way that you want me to say Justin Fields at 10?
No, I don't want you to say. I just want you to say what you think. I don't have any idea what the Cowboys would do. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, Fields was the only quarterback that's worth feeling good about. I'd imagine that if the Cowboys needed quarterback, then somebody would try to jump in front of us to take Fields. But I don't know. But if Fields would have failed a 10, I'd imagine Fields would be the pick. And I'd imagine that all the rest of the picks would be the same because you still need corner, so you would go boss man. You would still need D-line, so you would go those D linemen. So I think the only pick that would be different would be the first round pick.
Okay. All right. Thanks, man.
All right. Appreciate it, John. Appreciate it, man. All right. Cool. Yeah. If Dak wasn't there and Justin Fields was there, what would you do, Voch? Hey, man, don't get me fired now. Don't get me fired. Let's see. King the Ravens fan. What's happening?
It was good, Voch. That last call was funny as hell.
I laughed a little bit too, but shouts out to Josh. What you got for the show, though, Brother King?
Just real quick, just saw that you had us ranked pretty low as far as the draft grades for the Ravens. I didn't think we had the best draft at all. I don't think we had the best draft in our division. I thought the Browns did have a better draft than us, but I don't think y'all had a better draft than us. So I'm not really sure why you have us ranked lower than y'all. If anything, we kind of filled a few holes that needed filling. The reach, I would say, is actually Stevens and Owe. And I think Owe is a fair reach, but
okay.
I mean, the organization has the history of developing D linemen and stuff. So
okay,
I would have given us a solid B. So I don't think I just didn't think we had a worse draft than y'all and really a lot of teams.
Okay, so I'm not gonna super defend it because that ain't why I'm here, but I do want to go back to the Ravens pick just to kind of further look at it a little bit. So let's see. Bateman, like I said, Bateman was fine. I hated the Owe pick. Ben Cleveland at 94. I think there were better guards on the board than him. I hate the SMU kid. Tylan Wallace was good. I hate Sean Wade. Dalen is fine. I hate Ben Mason. So I mean, we can disagree. It's fine. This probably came down to me really liking my first two picks. Or pardon me, this probably came down to me really liking my first three picks, but being lukewarm about your first three picks. So, like Parsons is cool. Like he's a talented player. I wanted Slater, but Parsons is cool. I love Boss Man Fat. I love Odigizua. Bateman is cool. I don't love Owe at 31. I hate Ben Cleveland at 94. You know what I'm saying? So that was my reasoning. If you disagree, that's fine. I mean, we just humans, and that's what we built to do. But I didn't like the Ravens draft at all. I didn't.
I respect your opinion. I just feel that Ben Cleveland, I mean, he only gave up a sack in 3-4 years he was playing at Georgia.
Right, but I don't. Right.
The day started, and to get that in the third round.
Right, but I don't draft people based on numbers in college. I kind of look at I look at traits and I look at talent, and I just didn't think that Ben Cleveland's talent translated to 94th overall. That's all.
Fair play. I mean, we all got to wait and see how it turns out anyway.
Because watch this, I can make the argument that the non-talented right guard from Oregon didn't give up many sacks neither because they do a lot of RPO quick, they do RPO, they do a lot of like bubbles and screens and slants quick game stuff. So the right guard that I hate from Oregon, he didn't give up many sacks neither. But when I break down the player, I don't think that he translates well to the next level. Ben Cleveland is cool. I just think he's more of a later round guy, and I like guys on the board at 94 more than him. But anyway, that's all. I don't want to keep like talking in the circles or whatever, but that's my reasoning though.
Cool, I respect it.
All right, my guy. You go ahead and finish napping. All right, you go ahead. You go ahead and get some sleep now, King. I didn't want you to wake up and fuss at me. Now you go ahead and finish your nap, player. Thanks for calling, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
And that man did not attempt to wake up. He just stayed asleep. He's yeah, man. I got you, dog. Hey, yo, King, you excited about your draft? Hell yeah, man. All right, my guy. What you doing later? Shit, sleeping. Okay. What you doing tomorrow? Shit, sleeping. Okay. What you gonna do when you wake up? Going back to sleep. All right. Appreciate you. Shouts out to John. He said, we smoking, drinking, we shooting people, and we choking our coaches 100%. 3 more calls. Let's get to them before I go watch fights. Randy, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Voch? I got a few cool things that are unique. I'm the Dolphins fan here, but I'm also a Florida State alum. So
Okay.
I wanted to say a few things. One, unrelated to Florida State, congrats on getting Boss Man fat. I was really happy for you.
Indeed.
I felt like you were championing him early on.
100.
So congrats to the Cowboys for getting that corner. And then how about Marvin Wilson going undrafted? I mean, that's kind of a shame. For me, I did marching chiefs in college, so I played in marching band. And I watched every time, and I was there for the football. Like, I held the saxophone, and I played the saxophone, but it was so I could watch the football. So I'm there. And from, like, 2015 to 2019, I saw, like, every snap that all these guys took.
Yeah.
And I felt so many types of ways about a lot of these FSU players going through a horrible coaching carousel.
Sure.
So I just wanted to – first thing was on Marvin Wilson, what you think about that, and then I want to talk about Josh Ball for, like, 2 seconds.
I think at some point Marvin's agent told teams not to draft him because he would probably make more money being an undrafted dude, being like a 7th round guy or whatever. It sucks, man. It sucks because I think he was one of the better players in the draft. I think he was my top D line, my top D tackle on the board. He was in my top 50. I legitimately think of that dude as a top tier D tackle player. Like, there are some people that'll disagree with me because he had a bad 2020. All right, cool. He shouldn't have been playing 5 tech and he had injuries or whatever. But if you look at his 2018-19 film, that dude is legitimately an elite player. So people putting a 5th round draft pick on him, it's kind of weird to me. But hey, man, the Browns got one. The Browns got one for free. They got him for free.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I watched every snap he took, and I had graduated by 2020, so I didn't even see that film.
There you
I
go.
just saw the dominant stuff that you were talking about in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And in my early days at FSU, a couple notable players were on that offensive line that departed from the team, like Landon Dickerson and Josh Ball, who played left tackle. And I know you guys drafted him. Funny name. He's probably not known well by too many people, like, too many Cowboys fans didn't know about him, but
Yeah.
I don't know about how much of the story I'm allowed to tell, but we went to FSU together, and I ran into him at a club. And this dude is all of 6'9", like got to be like 330. Dude's a monster.
Yeah.
And I'm like 5'6", like 150, like 145. And we're at the club. I don't know how much I can go, but funny story. We're just there, and we both have to take a leak, and there's one, it's a club. There's like a raggedy bathroom or whatever. So we just decide, like, I don't know how. Like, we just decided, we're like, all right, fuck it, we're just gonna go. And sorry for using bad language on your stream, but
No,
like, we're
good.
just gonna
Fuck
go.
it. Fuck it. You good?
So I'm sitting there taking a leak next to Josh Ball, and he just out of nowhere. I don't even know who this guy is. It's a big, tall guy that I've never seen before, who's humongous, and he's like, number 65, like left tackle, Florida State. And I'm like, oh shit, Randy, number 14, saxophone player, 3rd row from the top, like. And we're sitting there, and then so then I go to all my friends. I told the band guys.
Oh, Randy, Rand, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought you was gonna say something about his thing. My bad, Rand, I thought you was gonna say something about his thing. You said you saw him in the bathroom and he was big as hell. I thought you was gonna say something about his thing.
Bro.
My bad, Rand.
No.
I didn't know where this was going, man. I'm sorry. Okay, my bad. Okay, cool. So when you wash your hands and left the bathroom, go ahead. Boom, my bad. Go ahead, Randy.
No, nothing. We were done. It's just funny. He introduced himself. He gave me his phone number. So if you need to yell at him after a game, I'm definitely not saying it on air. But he gave me his phone number. Dude, he's telling me to join his frat or whatever. And then, of course, he got kicked out of Florida State like 8 months after that. But, I mean, whatever. That's all.
Josh Ball. Josh Ball was flirting with you, man. Josh Ball saw you in the bathroom and he gave you his number.
Yeah, he did. Dead ass. That's a for real story. I have it. I can prove it. Like, all my friends know he's a running joke for, like, forever. But you know what? I don't think he was flirting with me because he had a girlfriend and then he had those domestic issues.
Yeah, that old thing. Yeah.
FSU, whatever,
Yeah.
But it was a funny story because he was drunk off his ass. I didn't know who this guy was. And then we knew. We watched every snap he took. every play would be like, that's Josh Ball. Like, that's that dude. Like, but anyways, that's just my 2 cents. Something unique that no other caller is going to be able to tell you.
Well, fam.
Yeah, I met a lot of the players in that time. He just happened to be one of them.
Well, Randy, appreciate you, sir. That was very useful. Don't you have a podcast, sir?
I actually do. Yeah, me and how'd you know that? Yeah, me and my friend Andrew, we talk about Dolphins-related content. So if you want to check us out, it's at ADT Spins on YouTube. If anyone's a Dolphins fan or wants to see anything, we just talk for 30, 40 minutes an episode. We'll go over stuff like draft thoughts, and we try to be pretty cool and realistic about things. We're not crazy homers, but we're optimistic. So
Sure.
Good stuff. We're pretty casual.
No problem, man.
Thanks,
no problem. See, I got a lot of subs, man, but I see everything and I remember everything, and I appreciate everybody that, that come across me. So I just happen to know that you had a podcast. So there you go, my guy. Appreciate you, Randy. Good call.
You rock. Have a good one.
Yep. Yo, fam, I ain't know where the hell Randy was going to go with that. He said, yo, man, so first of all, Josh Ball, this big-ass dude, right? 6'9". So we're in the bathroom, and we're standing next to each other. And I look up at him. He looked down at me. We introduce ourselves. I got his phone number now. I didn't know I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was going to be next. So luckily they exchanged numbers outside the bathroom after they washed their hands. But boy, Jaheem Rakeen Drop 5 says, huge fan since 2017. Keep doing your thing, brother. Appreciate you, sir. Did he wash his hands? One last call, then we're going to move on with our life. I'm going to go watch Fights and Battle Rap. 909, what's up? Who this?
What's up? This is ISO Cali Stream. I'm a Raider fan here. I just want to address some draft picks that you guys went over, man.
Okay.
The Cowboys.
Okay.
How the hell you guys get 11 picks?
How we get 11 picks?
Yeah, I'm just messing around.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, Michael Parsons and Jabril Cox.
Yes, sir.
Two right there are those are gonna be two badass players right there that you guys got on linebacker. You guys also took my guy Osa on the 3rd round.
Yeah.
I'm a little mad about that. But you guys did address the cornerback position. I see that you guys addressed it in the second round and
sure.
The 4th.
Mm-hmm. Second and the 99th overall pick in the 3rd round, and in the 6th round too.
Yeah, that's pretty solid draft. 11 picks.
Mm-hmm.
You guys could change the whole team, man.
Yep, picks. Yep.
You could be turning everything around, man.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That's it. I'm just calling in just to say shout out to you. I am a Raider fan, but I do watch your content.
Okay.
And I do like it. All right, so you take care.
Let me ask you a question, man. Why are Raiders fans unreasonable to me?
As far as what?
Like Raiders fans take things personal and they like to counter harass me. Like, for example, when y'all drafted Colton Miller, right? And when Colton Miller first came out, I was like, he's terrible. And to my credit, Colton Miller was legitimately terrible for 3 years. So now that he's like relatively cool, Raiders fans want to bother the hell out of me. Like I should be changing my mind about Colton Miller. When he was as bad as I thought he was going to be for 3 years, he just kind of fixed it. Like, why y'all bother me about that?
Well, to be honest with you, everybody got to mind their goddamn business. We all have personal opinions. A lot of criticism that the Raiders do get, like, for example, Cleveland Farrell, I like him. I like him even though he was a 4th overall. Yeah, we could have got Jevon White, but he does stop the run. I feel that I honestly feel he's going to have a breakout year this year with Gus Bradley. But, for example, this year we reached on – a lot of people are calling it a reach on Alex Leatherwood.
Sure.
I wasn't happy about it. I almost broke my TV, but after I started watching film, I did notice he was adapting like around the 4th quarter. He was playing a lot better. In the 1st quarter, on my chart, I had him undrafted. I give him a 2.2.
Leatherwood?
I didn't have him being drafted. Yeah, I like out of offensive tackles, I thought Dylan Radunz was pretty high on my chart.
I agree.
I believe he went to the Colts. And I didn't have Alex Leatherwood graded, even being drafted in the 5th round. But after I went back and watched film, maybe I cut off the film too quick. I did notice he knows how to adapt as the game goes on, so that's going to translate to the NFL. so I'm not mad at it. And then we got Trayvon Moore in the second. I know you had Richie Grant.
Right.
And as your first top safety, I did too. Right. I was going back and forth with Richie Grant and Trayvon Moore, but I'm happy with Moore, bro. I'm happy where we're at with Moore. And I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers is better as a Cowboy than he is a Packer?
No.
No? Well, I sure as hell don't want him as a Raider, bro.
I mean, you can.
Coming to my division.
I mean, you can get him, but I mean, the Cowboys got their guy already, and I think really highly of Dak Prescott. And I wouldn't want to get like the second. Like I wouldn't want to get the second best quarterback that's older for the third best quarterback that's younger. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. So I would just rather have Dak at this point.
Yeah, that's the same thing I felt about. That's the same way I felt about Derek Carr. Yeah, Derek Carr is growing. But I believe the Packers, when they played against the Bucs in the regular season, only put up 10 points. And Derek Carr put up around 20 points. So there's a lot of social media going around. Aaron Rodgers, Raiders, hype. I'm trying to kill that. I would not trade less productivity for someone else.
Right.
And I just want to kill that hype, man. If he does go to the Broncos, I feel that with the Gus Bradley system in place,
right?
Paul Gunther was terrible.
Right.
I think we have a shot. And the only reason why I would go Aaron Rodgers, even though I don't want him, he has playoff experience, and Derek Carr ain't got shit. It's about 8 years already, but I do have confidence that he can. I do have confidence that he can overcome and achieve, and we do make it to the playoffs. Because our division is basically almost everybody goes to the playoffs. The Chargers, the Chiefs is a pretty tough division.
Yeah. That's great. All right, man. Appreciate it, man. That was a good call, man. I appreciate you, my guy. Call back in, all right?
All right. Peace out.
My guy holding it down for the Raiders. For the Raiders. All right, man. That's all I got. We're at the prelims or whatever. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Like the video. And if y'all watching this on demand or whatever, I mean, my bad. I couldn't put it in order or whatever. And I couldn't like leave like whatever and all that. So my bad. But I appreciate that. Look at my Evie Wee. She just spoiling the shit out of Evie Wee. Spoiling your shit out of my Evie Wee. What y'all doing later, man? What y'all got, man? What y'all doing? What y'all bun. Do y'all hear her purring? Do y'all hear her? With her loud ass. Anyway, Voch just need a baby at this point. Voch want 5 kids. Anyway, I think that's all for me. Who else? Robbie drop 5 with super chat. Got my Manscaped. Wasn't a good Mother's Day gift, but I'm waking up pissing excellence now. Robbie ready to take that sword to the sword fight, man. Appreciate you, man. And a little bit before that, he says got to feel like a natural man. You make me feel. Appreciate your brother Robbie for holding it down, supporting and all that. Iverson say my cat good, man. She bad as hell, but she just good when she being good. But when she being bad, she just being bad. It is what it is. I think that's all I got for y'all, man. Rodgers goes to Washington over Dallas. All right, cool. Whatever. New York had an excellent draft. It was cool. Detroit versus everybody. Cool. All right, y'all hold down for the Doski Walski Peace Whiskey, man. Until next time, that was an hour 30 minutes. Peace.